If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Curtis Ellis in the studio. Hey, guys, can we get a chair for Curtis? Would it be nice if we got a...
Why don't we break?
We can do that? We can break early like this? Okay, that would be great, because Curtis is kind enough to join us. And this is the guy who has the inside line on everything. We're talking about steel tariffs and what's happening in this Pennsylvania election. And Curtis, thanks for showing up. No, people forget. I'm telling you, we'll get a chair. Believe me. I think we're going to see if we can afford a chair at AM 970. The Answer, God forbid. Quarter after 8 o'clock. Susie's there now? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a little break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk with the Curtis Ellis. A lot going on at 877-970-2999. But I see you got your boots on, Curtis. You got your boots on there. I love that very much. You did that. Here we got that. Here we go. And we're just a little disorganized this morning. Thank you very, very much.
Well, that's because of the snow.
Yeah, well, please. No.
Snow emergency.
I said you.
What is it? Is it a bomb cyclone? What is it today?
No,
I don't know.
This is going to be nothing. This is going to be much ado about nothing. Did you see I bought my good shoes. Look at my good shoes, please. I know. Like a moron I'm out there.
There's nothing sticking on the ground.
It's nothing.
You'll be okay.
It's just like wet, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up. You're a big shot down there in Washington now. Oh, yes, you are. Look at that. Welcome aboard Air Force 2.
Yeah.
Is that your boarding pass to go on?
Yeah, that was my boarding pass.
Look at you. Yet you come into here. I wish we had something as official to walk in. We couldn't even get you a chair. And you got your pass to Air Force 2. Look at that.
That's very impressive.
But thanks for showing up, because everybody, we'll go into the issues of the day.
Thanks for having me.
No, but people don't show up. Who came in, Frankie? We track who came in and who calls back. Peter Navarro calls back.
And he was in studio prior to joining the White House.
Yes, he sure was. Everybody else kind of runs down to get elected. They forget about us. Thanks for not forgetting about us.
Hey, we're from Jersey. We remember each other.
I appreciate it. Curtis, the tariffs, man. This is a good thing. We liked it. It's what the president promised.
That's right.
And this is going to work out well for the country.
Real men want tariffs.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, it makes sense to me, right? Yeah. And it's a negotiation. And then he kind of gave a leeway to Canada, little leeway to Mexico. We understand that.
It's let's make a deal time. It's President Monty Hall.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
And so what's going to happen with the European Union? Will we? Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I think they'll cut a deal too.
Yeah, oh, you think so for sure?
Yeah. Start paying your own freight on your defense. We'll stop defending you against the Soviet battalions that don't exist anymore, and you start paying for that, and then we'll let your steel in.
It is pretty much, as I've always said on the air, this is more like a shot over the bow to China as well. Now, China will sure be listening now, won't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got and then they cut off the deal with Qualcomm, which I don't want to get too weird in the weeds, but that's another shot at China.
I thought that was great, and I thank you for bringing it up, because I don't see that enough. That's a huge story. That's a huge story.
Right.
Because here is Mr. Businessman, $117 billion that Broadcom's going to come in and bring to the economy of the United States of America. The president stops it, man.
No.
He had to.
He had to.
With the 5G technology, we would have been toast.
Yeah, the Chinese would be listening to every phone call.
Yes.
Every time we punch in the microwave how long we want to cook our chicken, the Chinese would know.
You laugh, but they would, right?
That's right.
Big story. Curtis, don't go away. Just hang with us if you would. We appreciate you being with us. Curtis Ellis, and he is just he's Senior Policy Advisor with America First Policy. Jersey Joe on the radio. Hey, man, what a morning. Hang in there, because it's going to get pretty bad for the next 6 hours, but not really like crazy bad. But in New York, it's all right. It's light. And we have Curtis Ellis with us. He is Senior Policy Advisor with America First Policy. He's been a friend of the show from day one. We were in Cleveland together at the convention. He's a guy that comes back to the show and doesn't forget about Five Boroughs and Frank and Al and Debbie. He's back here, so we appreciate it, Curtis, coming in through this weather like that. So welcome. Great to have you here. And talking about the president, you're traveling with the vice president.
Yeah.
Seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. Great guy. Very, very warm, very cordial, very gracious.
He's good at the podium.
Man, yeah.
Did you see him at CPAC?
Yeah. He lights the place up.
Yeah, I was very, very impressed. I did not see that. CPAC, I thought not the president with the ball spot thing. How great was that?
That was hilarious.
So you can't top that.
Yeah.
But, Mike Pence, he was great. He seems very warm, very nice, and Are there those? Excuse me, you don't have to comment. They're grooming. They're thinking Mike Pence. They want Mike Pence to be the president.
Mike Pence, 2024. That's it.
Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah. America First Policy has been doing these events around the country, talking about the tax cuts, because you can't count on the corporate media, the major media, to tell you the truth about what's going on with the tax cuts. So we've been doing these around the country. Vice President drops in, gives a speech, talks about what's going on. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Cleveland, Detroit, Dallas. I can't even remember where I've been. I'm going to be up in New Hampshire next week, and then over to Fargo, North Dakota.
You're going to Fargo? Are you really going there?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
One place I've never been.
I know.
Never been.
I don't know.
Been to Italy, been to France, never been to Fargo. I don't know.
Why would you not want to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Now we're finally living, man. Now we're finally living.
And the tax cuts and the tariffs, and it all seems to be all on online, and the steel tariffs seem to resonate. What do you think will happen with this election in Pennsylvania today? What are your feelings? What are you hearing on the inside, Curtis?
Very close. It's going to be close. We'll see. Everybody makes a big whoop-de-doo about these special elections. They call them special for a reason. You can't tell anything. Look, the Democrats won a bunch of special elections in 2010. Then they lost the House in November. Republicans won special elections in 2006, and then they lost the House in November. So we'll see what happens. And everybody tries to read the tea leaves and say, this means that. It's like, why don't you just read the entrails of a chicken and try to tell the future from that? You'll do better.
Yeah. But you're seeing that it's very close in this 18th district over there. Right?
Yeah.
And the president went down, did the whole rally.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. Sleepy-eyed Chuck Todd, the whole thing.
And saying "son of a bee" and everything like that. Were you there? Did you see it? Were you there?
No, I watched on TV.
Yeah, man. I'm like, he's unbelievable like that. But I wonder, the crowds aren't diminishing.
No,
you would think the crowds are diminishing, so that would lead me to believe that Saccone will take it because of that.
Yeah. I think so.
Although the young kid's a good candidate there.
He's a very attractive candidate, but look, he says he's not going to vote for Nancy Pelosi. He's in favor of the tariffs, these Democrats, they say one thing before. Politicians say one thing before they're elected. They do something else after they're elected. Except for Donald Trump, President Trump is actually delivering on the promises. Everybody says, "Oh my gosh, he didn't tell us he was going to put tariffs on." It's like, excuse me, didn't you ever listen to any of those rallies? 100,000 people heard him say it.
Why are Paul Ryan and congressional Republicans so opposed to the tariffs?
Well, this goes against their religion. Their religion is globalism. Their religion is there is no countries anymore. There are no countries. Yeah. We are not citizens. We are consumers. And we're consumers in the global economy, one market. And we're still a country. I'm still from New Jersey, I mean, there's still a home for me, and we have a way of living. Anyway, I mean, really, they've got this academic theory, this theory that says free trade is good. Well, we tried it for 40 years, and it destroyed America. So how about we try something different now? It's about results, not theories.
Did he sign the tariffs? It's actually. They came through. I mean, he signed it, made it official, correct?
That's right. There's a law back in 1962 that the president has the power to declare a national emergency, national security emergency. We need steel. We need aluminum to defend our country. And we're going to lose the ability to make steel and make aluminum in this country unless we have tariffs and protect our industries.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not by accident. Look, the Chinese deliberately don't want us to be able to make steel. They don't want us to be able to make aluminum. And they're flooding the market with underpriced, Cheeto aluminum and Cheeto steel. It's made out of Cheetos. It's really bad quality, man. It's orange.
Yeah. Well, so now with China, in regards to China, as the president's still on good terms with China, he went ahead, he's putting the tariffs in, he makes the deal with Kim Jong-un.
Right.
Or did China do some backdoor, behind the scenes diplomacy
They
there?
probably had a little. There's always something going on behind the scenes. That's the thing I learned in Washington. There's always something going on under the surface, behind the scenes. They're not telling you. Whatever you read in the paper about what's happening in Washington, there's 3/4 of it they're not telling you, because it's always being hidden behind closed doors. All the kinky stuff happens behind closed doors in Washington. Here in New York, it's on the street. You go to Times Square, you see the ladies walking around naked and everything. In Washington, it's all behind closed doors.
Yeah. So what happens? Where are they going to meet? Do you know where they're going to meet? Where the president's going to meet with
I think
Kim
in a
Jong-un?
karaoke parlor in Seoul. I'm not sure.
Do you know? Will it be in Seoul? It will be in South Korea, though.
It could be. It's not going to be in North Korea. I don't think he's.
No. You're going to see, but it'll be over there, you think?
I think so.
Okay, that's
I
what you're hearing?
So.
I'm looking for some inside line. Inside dope you got there. Tell me about the jobs numbers you saw on Friday.
Great jobs numbers.
Yeah.
313,000 jobs, a lot in manufacturing. More than a third of them were mining, manufacturing, mining, logging, actually making things, folks, making things. For the last 8 years, previous 8 years, all the big job numbers were in like bars, hotels, restaurants, bus boys, waiters. Now we're actually making things again. What a concept.
Yeah, they're bringing back.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can do that. And I had a good talk. There was a lot of union guys yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
They are the union guys are positive that Donald Trump is president.
That's right.
And again, I say this objectively. People say, oh, my God, you're pro-Trump. Oh, my God, you're pro-Trump. We're pro-America. People got to understand that.
That's right.
Everything if I have union guys, diehard union guys saying to me, no, the president's going to bring back jobs. This is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Not what's happening on the other side. The progressives are just promising pension and welfare, which we can't afford. But they don't create
guaranteed national income for everybody.
Right,
well, give me something to do, okay? I mean, you're going to give me the money and nothing to do. I'll end up like shooting it up or something. It'll be terrible.
We are going to take care of lifetime committed payments for pension and welfare. Can you create some revenue along the way and create some jobs along the way?
Yeah.
And Donald Trump's the guy that's doing that.
That's right.
I mean, this is it's totally unheard of.
I mean, we're old fashioned. We believe in America, right? We're supposed to be global citizens.
But God forbid, we'd be pro Trump. Hey, before we let you go, Curtis, appreciate you being here. Peter Navarro, one of our favorite guys, does he take over for Gary Cohn? Is that what you're hearing?
Oh, that'd be great. A lot of the money saying Larry Kudlow. Nice guy. He dresses well.
We love Larry. Larry's on the station as well.
Yeah.
Hey, man, these are the guys that hang here.
Peter's great. Peter's got the right ideas, all the good ideas.
Yeah.
Tariffs, baby.
And you're doing a great job down there too, Curtis.
Well, thank you.
God bless you. Good to see you. Thanks for always coming by and dropping in.
Sure.
And see, where did I see you last? At Tony Lobianco's party.
Yeah, Tony Lobianco.
Where Frank Morano was not invited.
I'm still waiting for my invitation.
Frank, when I saw you there at Tony's party, and then I told Frank. He goes, Curtis was at the party too?
Right, you think somebody would bring me as their plus one. Joe's going, Herb London, Curtis Ellis. Somebody would say, hey, we know that Frank.
Everybody who was anybody was at that party. When I saw Curtis, that's when Morano goes, Curtis Ellis got invited. I didn't get invited. We got to work on it next time. We got to get you invited. You're in. Frankie, you're in.
I'm on a wait list for next year.
Wait list. Curtis Ellis, thanks for joining us. God bless you.
Joe.
Godspeed, my friend. I know Charlie Finch wants to send his regards as well.
All right,
man.
Charlie.
Curtis Ellis, right, a senior policy advisor with America First Policy. 8:30.
Everybody knows this guy. Now, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.